Hello? 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 Is anybody here? We're gonna get some seagrass today. I'm gonna show you how to get the seagrass. First, you gotta get the shears. And once you make the shears, you can get the seagrass. Okay, we're taking challenges. 7 plus 5 is the minimum because I'm old and slow. And fast chess doesn't make you better at the game. I'm convinced we need to think, have time to think. So 7 plus 5, 10 plus 5, whatever. 7 plus 5 is fine too. I've got challenges from Repunj, GM Sean the Sheep, and Sumaher. Tough crew. Hello. Welcome, Sean. Sean. Shaun. All that want to play the exchange French, but we don't like that. That kills the bird. So we can play in English or reverse Owen's defense or the strange knight f3 or something weird like a3. Okay, English is probably like the best move here. Not the most ambitious opening for white, of course, with e3. I know Hikaru has played this quite a bit. Adiban, maybe. 2e4. That's a good one. I thought about that the other day, Uber Driver, actually. I was tempted. I tried to do c3, c4 once, but it didn't work. Dog, you need to shut up now. Dog with anxiety. Dog with anxiety disorder. Please quiet down. Hey, what's up, guys? Uber Driver, Astrobate. Excel Poker just subscribed to tier 1. All. Oh, G6. G6. Okay. We just have a King's Indian attack reverse, nothing fancy here. The dog doesn't usually do that. That's the thing is. The dog, I don't know, it might be a new dog actually. It's hard to keep track of all who's living in my building. The dog sounds like it's pretty stressed out. Probably like abandonated. I had a dog that he used to like freak out when we would leave him at home. You could hear him barking down the street like a block away. Well, G3 is the move here. You still haven't slept? Been working all night? Uber Driver as well? Man, Uber's in trouble, dude. There's some major Uber scandals going on, Uber Driver. You might want to change your name, dude. I think there's going to be some investigations. You might want to change it to Lyft Driver. Corporate tactics, the kill switch. you hear about this shit? The police came in to investigate Uber offices, and they just like hit the kill switch, and all the computers like went dark in front of the police eyes. Like, that's some sort of spy shit. Now we're back to like a mainline English. Yeah, reverse closed Sicilian. I remember studying this with Dvoretsky, and he made some kind of comment like maybe the worst setup for black was with the knight on f6, because it like blocks the f pawn. I mean, I guess rook b1 is like a normal move here. I don't really know. I don't play the English enough these days. Is he taking his time today? You know, it's like it starts out that way, but he'll like revert back to this like native time management where they just play too fast. It's like a drug addiction. Uber scandals. International. Uber International. We don't have Uber or Lyft here in Hungary. It's been completely banned. Here for the tilt rage. Yeah, I had a game like that a few years ago with my friend Balazs Martini, where he did the Nigel Short style thing, like both knights, exactly this kind of line. He did like both knights back, and it was just like, it was very, very equal. In fact, I was almost slightly worse at some point. It was the last round of a Nightmare tournament where I lost like 4 games in a row. I've done that twice. What's the maximum you guys have ever lost? Anybody wanna come forward and tell us? Actually, I mean, it's possible I lost more than 4 games in a row, but never in the same tournament. Maybe I lost like 2 games in one tournament in a row and 3 in another. I don't know, but I never lost. The max I lost was 4 in a row. It happened twice in round robin tournaments, but it became like a. Like, once you lose like 2 in a row, you go on a streak starter, and it starts to be psychological. That's how tilt starts to happen, basically. Tilt happens. But anyways, I don't usually start tilting until I lose at least 2 games. And the 2 games starts at the streak, and then I do crazy stuff like, by the time I've lost 2 in a row, I start to play like things like the Aliakin's defense and just sort of commit suicide. I had this tournament in Philadelphia when I got the food poisoning. I think I've told the story a lot, where I scored a half point out of 5. No, it must have been a half point out of 4. I must have had a bye and then withdrawn before the last round. So that was 3 losses. A cheesesteak? No. I never left the hotel. I don't think I ate much after getting food poisoning in the restaurant. For at least like 48 hours, I hardly ate at all. No, I mean, I got food poisoning from a hotel. Usually it's the hotels. Last time I got food poisoning in Prague at the Hilton, at the European Poker Tour, I ate a tuna fish sandwich. Never eat like pre-packaged tuna fish sandwiches, even in like a Hilton. It's a really bad idea. Yeah, Adam's Mark, double D. Is double D? No, maybe not. It was single D. Yeah, that's weird. But it was breakfast. Hotel breakfast. Or something like that, I think. Yeah, you trust the culinary conditions at the average hotel. I'm not staying at the Prague Hilton anymore. Yeah, that place was sus. Yeah, man, mayo items. Yeah, I was talking about coleslaw. Mr. Coffee doesn't like coleslaw. Coleslaw is a prime target for food poisoning, probably. But at least it's not like meat based. You're not a chess professional until you've gotten food poisoning. Traveling the world at least like 3 times. Alright. Bishop H6 is a cool idea, but I'd rather not trade my... That's the wrong idea. That's like when you play moves just for fun. Exactly. Gonna trade off my good bishop. Like he did. F3's coming. Yeah, I mean, like, knight d8 is possible. Playing the closed Sicilian just doesn't make me happy. Although I'm not awake yet, and playing a sharp position would be harder. The excitement is really mounting here. No? Chess is a boring game. When you play like an old man, especially. Okay, B-Jack, I'll make a note of it. Thanks for sending games, guys. Tomorrow is our subscriber stream. And I have like a name here that I can't even read my own writing. By the way, Chess Zebra, is it true that all doctors have bad handwriting? Or is that just like an old wives' tale? If it's true, I would have made a good doctor. I failed handwriting in first grade. I have like horrible writing and I can't even read it. I have literally no idea what the name is that I wrote down for Thursday on the first one on the list. I don't even have a guess. Oh, it's like an Uber kill switch. That nobody can actually like prove you prescribed that deadly prescription. It's like document shredding. Preemptive document shredding. I remember my parents being really upset when I failed handwriting in first grade. I was kind of excessive for my teachers, I think. Teacher. Like, they could have given me like a D or something, but I got an F. Kind of harsh. It definitely left a lasting impression, though. Can I challenge if normally play on... Yeah. Well, I prefer people to have, like 100 games here to have an established account. Other chess sites don't matter, I do take the subscriber challenges first. Oh, Husky was here. I always get Husky confused with Mickey, because they're both from Slovenia, and they're both strong players. So whoever our subscribers can go first. But I got a 15-0. That's too long and no increment. You guys can challenge 7 plus 5. It doesn't have to be 10 plus 5. Doc script notes. Sertraline. Alright. Anyway. Elvis got an F from Berenson Chess. Maybe bad handwriting is a sign of genius. Although I never considered myself a genius. I have a kind of tremor that I've had since I was literally in first grade. I'm like shaky, and it's genetic. I always assumed like maybe that was why I had bad handwriting. I remember my friends making fun of me for it in like second grade. My poker playing friends always think I'm like nervous. I'm like, no, I've had that since second grade. That's No, I just have my coffee, but it's not dependent on coffee. It's like a genetic thing. Well, I think Curto has like something else, man. Uber driver. Curto, you're talking about like a guy who was 60 to 80 years old. I mean, he had like an old people's tremor. I mean, I'm not saying he has Parkinson's necessarily. I mean, what do you call it when you always have shaky hands, you know? Not like ridiculously so, just a very minor one. I just kind of assumed that's why I had the bad handwriting, but maybe that's just connecting dots that aren't there, probably. I didn't think that Kurdo had... Dude, this is the stupidest move I've ever played in my life. What the fuck? I don't understand it, but, you know, this is not just a normal, like, duh, that's a blunder. I planned this out, like, 3 moves ago. But I misevaluated. I'm having morning hallucinations. This was planned ages ago. I was planning it when I played Bishop G5. That was the plan. H6, Bishop E3. Whatever. Exactly. Now the thing is, if I play Queen C1 right away, he has time to throw in an exchange on C4 or E4. So black just like equalized. Now he hangs the exchange. Yeah. But I mean, he just had Rook C8 and he's better after that. But it wasn't like just I'm blundering. It was a planned out sequence and miscalculated. Why did I reject Queen D2? Because it doesn't do anything. The whole point was this cheapo. You should know about cheapo, Super Driver. The entire plan was a double threat. Bad plan is better than no plan at all, right? Queen D2 doesn't do anything. You know, the truth is I probably didn't have bad handwriting because of the tremor. It was probably just a connection I made that wasn't even relevant. I don't know. I still don't understand why you'd give like a first grader an F in handwriting. Generally my first grade teacher was pretty nice. It was kind of weird. Cheapo driver. That's good. Schieberspieler rating with a party of 9. I don't know if we have a table that big. Nice, Tomas and the Schieberspielers. Early morning simul. Thanks guys for rating. Are you in the same party? White square. White square Willie. Broadly fingers. He's a Hall of Fame baseball pitcher. Boom. Alright. He had a really cool mustache. Didn't he have one of those, like, handlebar mustaches or something? Yeah. He was a baseball icon. He played for, like, Milwaukee or something? Man, that's, like... I have his baseball card. Yeah. I have his baseball card. I have, like, a 1978... I have a 78 Raleigh Fingers. One of the many things in my storage unit. You know, it's things like that. Like, you don't want to give up. Baseball cards kind of lost a lot of their. They didn't really go up in value much, surprisingly. I was always like, oh, these will be worth a lot someday. But then, like, the truth is they really didn't that much, just like a handful. I have, yeah, 78 Raleigh Fingers with tops with, I remember the Milwaukee Brewers. Maybe you're thinking of, like, someone else. Did he play for the A's? He was an A? No, wait. Let me just check it. I'm sure it was the Milwaukee Brewers. Raleigh Fingers Red Sox. Raleigh Fingers Brewers? Brewers. Yeah, Raleigh Fingers Brewers. 78. There's a San Diego Padres. I wonder if it was... Yeah, I have Brewers, so he was all over the place. Yeah, Brewers. Yeah, he played for the A's too. So you didn't remember better than me, okay? It's not a contest. Alright, Sean. Anyway, we just mentioned it because our friend Schieberspieler is a Raleigh too. GM Sean is up next. Gilf. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, I keep forgetting I'm white, I have to move first. I've done this, like, before. If you're white and you don't know whose turn it is, you might want to get checked for dementia. Alright, let's play e4. No, but it's not weird. It is Weird Wednesday. Oh, shit. Why didn't somebody tell me? Dude, I didn't know we were playing Weird Wednesday. I totally forgot. I didn't put it in the stream title. I sort of... like, haven't been playing it up much lately. It doesn't seem like Weird Wednesday ever really caught on. The weird opening stuff. I'm just... I don't know. Right. Yeah, no, my mom's dementia. Well, she forgot everything, but there are different kinds of dementia. I didn't know that, Uber driver, that the Wayne Gambit was played by Marshall. Here, don't talk about it. We're hoping that chess might stave off dementia. My mom used to do like word puzzles. That didn't seem to help too much. Dude, I saw a scary health article. Now that Dr. Chess Ebros here. There was some study recently. There's some chemical, in that, the class action lawsuit against, what's it called? Roundup, weed killer. The carcinogenic, or maybe not carcinogenic chemical in that. They did like a study of like 2,000 people's blood and found it in like 75% or something. Teflon? No. The Teflon makes you stronger. Teflon makes you stronger, man. There was this grandmaster I used to play with on World Chess Network called Enar Gossel. And he used to call himself, his name on ICC was Kevlar. But I wanted to make like Teflon. Anything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm a Teflon. Yeah, that's definitely gonna fuel a lot of tinfoil hat conspiracies. He means hypochondriacal. You have a high amount of Teflon in your blood. It's like microplastics. Not like everyone has microplastics in everything, even in like Antarctic water, there's like microplastics. What's happening with Arsenal? I don't know, man. But GM Sean is handling this wing gambit pretty well. It's not a good sign when your opponents handle the wing gambit well. Pretty much, I would say, pro handling of wing gambit for black. I've also played knight c6, queen b6 type of setups, put pressure on d4, but I think bishop f5 is probably good. If I play f4, he's just gonna blockade my ass. But it is the right idea, theoretically. I think it's time for a pawn to go brrr. Hey, Excel Poker recommended the wing gambit just when I was playing it. But I forget. Yeah, g4. The problem is if I play f4, he plays h5, and I don't go anywhere. A lot of players might be afraid to play h5. To be honest, he probably doesn't have to play it, but if I play f4, he plays knight f5. I have g4, and then he's kind of hanging out there with knight h4 on a limb. I would play h5 for sure. But once I play f4 and h5, my bishop is stuck. I mean, it's probably best not to even do that yet. You know who played the wing gambit? Paul Curious. Used to play it in correspondence chess. G4 exclam. Yeah, G4 could be like a double-edged sword. Very safe move. Stop putting bad ideas in my head. If I don't play it, though, I maybe never will play it. G4, knight h4, f4, h5, h3, living dangerously. Alright. I don't know, but 2 knights is not bad for a rook, as an XL poker will tell you. Is 2 rooks okay to give up for a queen? Yeah, a lot of times. It depends on the position. I feel he has everything blockaded right now. Well, he can also play knight e7. He doesn't have to play knight h4 or knight h6. But I think the knight on h6 is badly placed. So it's really, in my opinion, a choice between h4 or e7. But maybe he should have played h5 first. There he has to worry about bishop g5, though. Yeah, it's not so simple. And there's tension on the queen side. Spicy. Juicy. There's always like queen h3. I think I need glasses. I can't even read my phone. It's a bad sign, right? I can't even read. I woke up this morning, I couldn't read if it was like 8:50 or 8:05. I think I get eye strain. Nothing risky about this or anything. Again, I'm going to make a statement. GM Sean has had so many good positions against me, and he always seems to like blunder. It's sort of unbelievable that he's 1-35. He plays the openings extremely well. You decided to get tested, and suddenly I needed reading glasses with glasses for farsightedness. Dude, I definitely need something. I think like what I think is brain fog is probably like just like eye strain. I probably like constantly am suffering from eye strain and don't even like realize it. You're allowing me to play f5? I think we should go for it. They put something in your eyes. Teflon. Teflon eye drops. Wait, what? That is an insult. The local guys tell me too. You're partly giving advice, partly crushing his soul. Really? That's kind of harsh, man. I didn't think I was crushing his soul. Well, maybe the point is that he... It's just, I don't know. I noticed a lot of inconsistencies with people that were never really possible at some point. Internet chess has changed everything. He plays the opening great, but still he's like 1 in 35. A lot of times he was good until the very end of the game. It's just kind of weird. Soul crushing. Soul crushing jerk. Dude, the door. We have like windstorms here. How is there windstorms? It's like a plane. It's not like we're at the ocean or something. You think he's... Superdriver thinks he's too sound. Interesting. Guys, please support my bid to go to the World Senior Championship in November. Gift a sub to be number 1. Not too late. It hurt me like your teacher in first grade. I didn't tell you about the 3rd grade teacher who really... I have a lot of trauma in my elementary school education. The 3rd grade teacher was much worse. 3rd grade, I got like a D, a C, or a D in math. And I don't even know why. My 3rd grade teacher was like a gym teacher. I mean, it was ridiculous. She was an idiot, but she called me the fog in front of all the other kids in the class. Because I was like daydreaming a lot. Like who like calls you names? What kind of 3rd grade teacher calls a student names? You know, like that's unbelievable. She shouldn't have even been a normal teacher. I mean, whatever. I'm sure she was a good, like, physical education teacher, but she didn't belong, like, teaching general studies. But to, like, call a little kid, to make up a name to call them in 3rd grade is... Anyway, that was my worst teacher. Bishop g5. See, it's like pro positional play by GM Sean. Chess therapy. I kind of want to play knight f4 just to mess with him. How's this gonna work? It'll work, trust me. Right. It's like becoming a chess politician. feel overextended here. Bobby Fischer and Freud are still alive in Belgrade. With Elvis. What is Yellen beer? What is Yellen? Yeah, I had a baseball coach who was an idiot too. And he wanted to like cut me and another guy from the team. And he ended up not doing it, but he threatened to cut us. And all these years later, sometimes I wonder if it was... I mean, I still think it was the stupid thing to do, but I kind of wonder if he was just trying to, like, do some kind of reverse psychology to motivate us or something, I don't understand it, but when I look back on it, it seemed inappropriate and exaggerated. We weren't that bad. He should threaten to cut us from, like, the, like, I don't know, freshman baseball team. And I think it was probably some kind of dumbass, perspective from his point that it was like he was doing us some sort of psychological favor by putting, some kind of lighting a fire under our asses or something. It was a really dumb idea, though. It just almost made me quit. I was really close to just quitting. Yeah, a lot of really stupid people become teachers, unfortunately. Become, well, everything's, I guess. That's the truth of the matter. There's just a lot of stupid people everywhere that do all kinds of things. Police people, teachers, chess players, politicians. The amount of stupid people is almost limitless. And they've got to do something, right? Oh, I've got a pawn there? Not really. Ponda. Okay, the position is basically a mess. GM Tranquilizer rating with a party of 23. What's up? What's up so early? You been up all night? GM Tranquilizer, it's 12 o'clock. How are you rating me? With a party of 23. Dude, have you been, like, streaming all night or something? What's up, man? I got a gift sub earlier from Thomas Treinson. Gifted a sub. Shakopa. Cobra. Thanks, Tomas. Yeah, I've been talking about myself. You had a morning stream. Oh. Wednesdays are always tough for me. Don't seem to get many viewers on Wednesdays for some reason. It's like the slowest day. I don't know. It's like hump day or something. Never really understood it exactly. If you found the same thing to be true. Thanks for the raid. Humpty hump. Do the Humpty hump. Yeah, d6 is a nice square, but man, what is going on around here? Oh my god, you're not content with... This is what I'm talking about. This guy, right, played me tooth and nail to a knight endgame, double knight endgame here. And this is like how every game is with him. It's always tough. How am I like 35-1 against him? If he's capable of playing this well, it's just so weird, you know? Pawn down? Oh, run the pawn down. Did you just say that? The a6 pawn is strong? Are you serious? The a6, a7. a6 slash a7. The a6, a7 duo, Uber driver. It's crushing. I take the two connectors down the middle. Rather than the a7, a6, personally. Scary. I don't know, which pawns do you like better? Whoa. That's not the right way, master. Whew, I blundered. I blundered knight takes d5. Holy shit. That was a close one. I just blundered the tactic knight takes d5. Man, I mean, I don't think that we played this endgame very well. Spirit of connected past pawns is stronger than the outside pawns, but I don't claim that I was winning necessarily, and I'm sure that I screwed it up. Did I have a pawn mate? Oh no. Could I have mated with the pawns? Can I force that? I can try to set it up, but I can't force it. See, that's what I have to do to be like 36-1 against this guy. Well, I was lost. Holy shit. I was lost after knight b3. Whoa. LOL. I'm lost? What? I don't understand. Like, you have king d6 or something? How am I lost? That's lost? Really? That's pretty extreme. Wow. Yeah, king d6, apparently. Yeah, I got in time pressure and I played a bad move here. I couldn't decide what to do right now. Because if I play king e5, he just like checks me on d3, so I can't make progress. Thanks for the raid from Tranquilizer. No, I doubt queen a6 is the right idea. Apparently you were winning until that move. Okay, I mean, like, again, because the computer says +2 doesn't mean like someone's winning. I think like Vasher Legrave has probably variations in the Grunfeld where he's -2 and it's a draw. I mean, but we don't have to exaggerate that I'm necessarily lost here. It's better for black. No, queen a6 is not the right idea. It was a blunder. I mean, you devalued your pawn structure. The computer says h5. I didn't see that, but I'm not surprised. Alright, Sumer. No more Nimzo. You're banned. You're banned from playing the white side of the Nimzo after yesterday's game. I should have lost yesterday and he drew. I got a draw. Yeah, this is, I think, white's best anti-Dutch. Anti or anti? Yes, Uber driver. Okay, let's try something weird. What is it called? The British players have a name for this. The Clarendon Court. Jonathan Levitt, I think. I don't know him. He always like pops up on my Facebook suggestions, but I never met him. D5, yes. It's Clarendon Court with Bishop G5. I don't still play online poker. I have some accounts, but they're basically inactive. Think about it sometimes. Golden era of online poker is behind us. D5. Right, so what? I always used to play just tournaments. I never played cash poker. I don't understand like what. How do they police people against like colluding in online in like high stakes online cash games? I mean, there's a shitload of collusion. Though they're talking about having like a cheaters list or something. Like Justin Bonomo. So many of the top players even have been like caught colluding. I like tournaments. Harder to collude in tournaments, but it still happens. Okay. Uber driver, you need some sleep, bro. H5. H5 and H6. Yeah, like how do you organize something like that? I mean, this is super tough, dude. Chess is never going to recover from the internet. You can't play like serious chess online. As much as Magnus Carlsen like hand picked tournaments, maybe with a handful of people, is valid, but you know, a tournament between Magnus's best friends online can maybe work out without anyone cheating. But as far as generally speaking, like you can't have competitive chess online. It'll never work. Like Zoom calls, whatever. It's so easy to cheat. I mean, it's just ridiculous. G6. I can't imagine how easy it could possibly be to cheat. I mean, you can't get caught by like playing obvious moves all the time, but as I talked about recently, all you have to do is like have access to a few key moves at the right moment, and that's all you need, you know. The only way to play chess and poker is live, but it's painful. It's a lot of time and it's a lot of work. F3. Can't believe you played that. That looks slow. I'm glad you played that. I figure he has to play e4 straight away, or he should play e4 straight away. F3 looks kind of slow. Yeah, I imagine like low stakes online poker is like working at McDonald's. I can't believe the people that play at the local club every day, every night, they couldn't possibly, make enough money. E4. Okay, if you're playing like high stakes or something. But there is none. Here we have a very bad poker scene in Budapest. Basically non-existent. Take care. Hawaii. It's two people from Hawaii in the same stream. Weird, huh? What are the chances? Next we'll get Alaska. Alaska's here sometimes too. The 48 contiguous states. No speaking Hawaiian in the chat. Alright. Seriously, no Russian. Alaska will be in the house tomorrow. Okay, yeah, A4. So I guess you're not going to castle queenside, buddy. I don't know what opening this is. It's the King's Indian. It's the Benoni. It's the Dutch. It's fun. Knight h6, nice idea, dude. I missed it. That's a nice idea. Very interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. Welcome. Yeah, I have a friend who plays the Benoni. He'd love to do Knight h6 a lot. Thanks, Check Pierk. We have Pierts. We have somebody else. Somebody else was one of our viewers named Check Defense, which is basically the same thing. He's a different guy from Boston. Popular username. Black to play and win. Are you serious? Stop saying stuff like that. That's bullshit. There's no way this is black to play and win. No way to play and win here. You serious about the c4? Black to play and win? Think an exchange is enough? Acerbate? Spoiler, man. I don't know, do you think this is... Maybe it's a good exchange sack for white. Spoiler, Uber. So do I go for queen takes b2 or do I go for knight f2? Yeah, Uber, you're a bad hombre. Yeah, he did that recently in another situation, I thought. You're closer to Budapest and Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii's pretty far, huh? It's like closer to New Zealand. Is it closer to New Zealand than the United States? Nah, probably not. How far is Hawaii from New Zealand compared to like from North America? I remember when I flew to Australia, you fly. I mean, I guess sometimes they might stop in Hawaii, I don't know. But we stopped in New Zealand. Never been to Hawaii. I was looking at apartments in Hawaii, just for fun. Maybe Chess Zebra has one he wants to sell. Should I take on B2, by the way? Real estate there is pretty expensive. mean, it is everywhere. I guess everything in Hawaii is expensive. House. No, I'm priced out of the American market at this point. I've been priced out, basically. I'm looking at buying something in Hungary. Right now is a great time to think about buying here because the foreign is really weak compared to the dollar. Although, like, everybody's probably raising their asking prices now because of inflation. But it's way more logical to buy something here than in the States. It's a nice fantasy to buy something in Hawaii. Alright. I imagine everything in Hawaii must be super expensive, given the island-based economy. Everything has to be imported. So, you're trapping my queen in one move. Very nice. Very nice. Unless... Oh, right. This is a nice position. The tiny house. Wow. I'll just stop. Damn, dude, I'm like having a mental breakdown. Jesus Christ. I let him trap my queen. I was about to let him trap my queen. I don't think I'll ever find it. Maybe it's in my old papers, but I had this game with Arthur Bisgeier where he like attacked my queen on f2 with bishop e3, and somehow I had bishop h6 like a cross pin. So he couldn't trap it. I have to find that game someday. It was a draw. Did you guys know that in New Hampshire you don't have to wear your seatbelt? It's the only state where seatbelts are not required. Yeah. Yeah, you told us. It was meant for the people that I didn't tell already. Queen C1. 1-ton vehicles. I gotta get my queen out of here. I mean, there is no choice then. I have to exit. Okay, I'm not quite as worried with the 1-ton vehicle. You know, if I get in an accident, it's not going to be like crumpled into a little like box of aluminum. But, yeah. Actually, I don't think they have a law here in Hungary. Seatbelt law. There was a big protest yesterday. It made Reuters. They're protesting tax laws here. Viktor Orban has given himself like renewed proclamation powers. So they just like made a new tax law to make like small businesses even more difficult to maintain. Or you'd have, should I say? What are you doing? E5? Knight G4? Juicy, juicy. It's not juicy enough. This isn't happening. How is he so strong? Are you serious? Who told me to play that? My queen is not trapped now? Seriously? Better not be. The same thing as last game. He's like 20 times faster, but as good as me. And he's like 1900. What's the deal with that? Dude, how are you so strong? How are you not like 2300, seriously? No, seriously, Sumihara, how are you not like 2300? Because given your strength, like, that should be a no-brainer. I don't understand. Yeah, I know this is a risky opening, but I mean, man, it looked like he blundered. I'm giving in to too much suggestions from the audience. Basically, Uber Driver tricked me into losing the initiative by going for material with c4, which I might or might not have played on my own. And then Chess Zebra tempted me into knight g4, further lagging my own development. Queen a7. Missed it. I missed that. That's a nice suggestion, dude. Probably. I'm not sure. Oh. Whoa. How is he so strong and so fast? 1991. 1999, 1991, 1871 classical, 1850 bullet. Dude, you're super, super strong for those ratings. I mean, what he does sometimes, he tends to melt down, playing too fast in good positions. I mean, I guess we saw it with our other opponent, Sean, somewhat. Still, Subaru has a terrible score against me. Not as terrible as like 36-1. But if I had $1 for every really tough game he's played against me, you know, I'd be able to buy like a color TV or something. Color TV! Whatever. I don't know. It's like a game show. I don't know what to say. Just had to think of something quickly. Okay, color TV is a little outdated. A walkie-talkie. I remember my aunt had this black and white portable. It's funny. It's really modern for the time, for like the late 70s. Here we go. He has a winning position every game. Yeah. I'm not even 50. This is my big joke. I mean, if I would somehow win the World Senior Championship, I'd probably be the first person ever to be like not 50 and win it. I mean, I'm only qualifying by like 2 weeks or something. All the other people who won the World Senior 50 plus have been Grandmasters. It's only been in existence for like 10 years. The division. It's kind of weird, actually. I mean, you go to the World Senior and there's these people in the 65 plus section, which is what, like, okay, so there's people between like 65 and 85 probably, and like Janza will be there and be like 90, you know, maybe like 2 or 3 people who are like really old. But basically, you've got a section where it's like 50 to 65. That's not that many players. I mean, what's it? Oh shit! I just grabbed the board. Sorry. That was perfect timing for grabbing the freaking board. By the way, with Sumer trying to flag me. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, like, you only got, like, people between 50 and 65. That's a pretty small section. I mean, I guess, like, some of the older people might choose to play in the stronger, younger section by choice. But I don't think, like, that many people would want to do that. Why would you want to play in the harder section, like, voluntarily? The last one was won by a Ukrainian GM. I mean, this is like a typical game against Sumaher. Yesterday, he like drifted enough to draw a winning position. Today, he's actually going to lose one. Dude, I'm telling you. Yeah, the best thing about playing in a senior championship is the fact that there's no kids in the tournament. I mean, I'm tired of, like, going to chess tournaments and being the only person between the age of, like, 35 and 60 in the tournament. I mean, nobody even, like, plays in tournaments at my age. They're all, like, working. There used to be middle-aged people who would play in chess tournaments. But not anymore. They've all been completely turned off. Like Uber Driver is a little older but close to the generation that I'm in. Their categories like that, it's 50 and 65 plus, 2 groups. This has only been this way for like the last 10 years. Yeah, man, Uber Driver. What time is it? We've got about 45 minutes left. Uber Driver made me play this greedy variation, saying it was a forced win. His exact words were something like, "Black is a forced win in this position." Negative 1.0, and Uber Driver's like, Spoilering forced win for black in this position. Computer doesn't agree here. Development is worth something. Wow, it thinks he should play bishop e2. Am I really just winning? I should have taken on b2. I knew it. That's when somebody was asking if two rooks are better, you know, is it okay to give two rooks for the queen? But this is not that position. Yeah, I should have taken my time. I went for the other way. This isn't nearly as good. Maybe your driver was almost right. I'm only slightly better here. Queen c1 is a great move. And this is super scary. Now I'm lost. Wow. I had queen b4. Yeah, it's just spiraled completely out of control. Sir, sire. Who's next? Did we lose the subscriber challenge? Can you explain c4? I was winning with queen b6, check queen takes b2. I talked about it momentarily, and then for some reason I didn't analyze it enough and just played something else with knight f2 check. I didn't realize how strong it was. I'm just like basically winning the exchange or a piece after queen takes b2. We could try to do the elephant gambit reversed. Yeah, it was a good cheapo. Elephant gambit reversed. You just prevented my elephant gambit reversed by playing knight c6. That sucks. f4. Enhanced King's Gambit with a3. I'm streaming almost every day but Saturdays, usually. But it doesn't really work that well for people who are in the West. Is Hawaii in the East or the West? Why am I listening to all of Uber drivers' suggestions? Yeah, a3 is pretty useless. Pretty useless, brah. This is not good. Very classical answer by black. Knight f3, knight g4. I guess I can do b4, but then bishop d4. I don't know if I trust that. That doesn't look good. Wait, b4, bishop d4, knight e2. b4, bishop d4, knight e2. d5. And I'm playing like one of our viewers, Cheesy Noob. D5, knight takes D4. It's the Roy Lopez reverse. Boring London. No, there are ways to make A3. Man, he's 1300. Plays the opening well. We get that a lot. You know, people play the opening well. Yeah, I was thinking about D5 for black here. But he's losing his dark square bishop. It looks like something Steinitz would play with black. Thanks everyone for joining me. We had a raid earlier from Grandmaster Levente Vita. Check him out. GM Tranquilizer here on Twitch. Also Schieberspieler. So our friends PD Master Schieberspieler and Grandmaster Tranquilizer. Thanks guys for raiding. We had a gift sub earlier from Tomas. The dude played exact. What is the deal here? He's 1348. Man, I wish the people. I'm glad the people in the hourly arena don't play like this who are 1348. Jeez, dude, I would be in trouble. Who is Doomids? We've played 6 games before. Quite a few. Knight takes D4, he's playing a mean opening. Bishop G5 sucks, doesn't it? Now weaken my queen side. What am I going to do about that? Why do I have to keep accepting Uber driver suggestions? It's a very bad sign. That's my good bishop, and I've like weakened my dark squares on the queen side here. Whoa. H6. So he's only 1300 because he misses like one move tactics. Other than that, he's like 2000. When I can't sleep, I like to play anonymous games, 10-0, just for fun, against random people. And the thing that's the most upsetting is that you're amazed like how inconsistent people are. I think this player who's 1300 could probably easily be like 1900 with like a minor, improvement tactically. I mean, it wasn't for the fact that he missed an obvious one-move threat. Like, the rest of his game is, like, fundamentally very correct. The arenas. Yeah, it's really stupid. But funny. Tournament concept. I was saying yesterday how stupid it is, because, I mean, it makes it advantageous to have a lower rating. You can't have a rating system where tournaments make it advantageous to have a lower rating. You're just encouraging people. What's the sense of having a rating system if you're encouraging people to sandbag their ratings? Then there's no sense in having a rating system as we know it. as we know it, the six tabling poker ruined me for staring at the chessboard on a screen. You mean like you have ADD because you're used to seeing six boards, or it's not enough action? It's like playing one table when you're used to six, or... You know what I used to do when I was when I used to do when I was playing a lot of tables and poker? I would play chess. I would play like a blitz game or a rapid game just to kind of like refresh my mind a little bit. You know, sometimes it's useful. I found it useful. Of course, usually I play badly. I found it helped my concentration, kind of break the monotony. He's still like only down a pawn with double my amount of time, and he's 1200 or 1300. Dumitz must be like an Indian kid who's gonna be like crushing. He's an Indian kid rated 700 FIDE who's gonna be like crushing 2100s in his next over the board tournament. You actually did that to me once on the other site. You were crushing me in a bullet game, but I flagged you. I wouldn't normally play bullet while I was playing poker. I didn't have enough time. I'm like playing multiple tables in poker. The fastest I would play would be blitz 5-0. Generally speaking, I would play. I couldn't play faster than like 5-0, but I would mostly do like rapid. Jesus Christ. I mean, dude, seriously? There's no way this guy's 1300. That's crazy. Why do you say I was playing poker? How do you know I was playing poker? How can you know that? I like talked to you during the game? Maybe I was drunk or something. Yeah, this is a beast 1300, dude. I don't remember that, man. I tend to be kind of like talkative when I'm drunk. No, I would never play. I like to play chess, like one chessboard sometimes when I was multi-tabling poker. But again, I would never do faster. I couldn't do faster than like a 5-0. And usually I would lose my focus and like lose the chess game because I would get distracted by a poker table. It was just kind of meant to refresh my brain a little bit by looking at something from a different perspective. I found it useful. Beast 1300. He's just lucky. I mean, I will get games like this occasionally in Anonymous unrated rapids, but you don't know what the rating is. really bad allergy season here for me. I've got ragweed allergies, and it's a disaster. Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't play chess if I was playing more than like 10 tables. What would generally happen was like it would be like Sunday or whatever I was playing. I would play like maybe start out with 15 tournaments. I'd be playing maximum 15 tables, and maybe when it would start to kind of thin out, I would get down to like 7, 8 tables. Maybe I would open up a chess game, just to kind of clean my brain or something. Actually, like that guy, I don't really like him. Chess Explained. He like used to make videos on YouTube of his games, like his blitz games, and he did one where I played d3, bishop d2 against him, and he was like crushing me, but I beat him. I was probably playing like 10 poker tables at the time while I played that game against him. He doesn't know that though. He was like, oh, he's playing d3, bishop d2, ha. What an interesting opening. I'm like, yeah, dude. Because I'm like multitasking. Yeah. I don't like him because he did something really, really weird and was really rude about it with me. But that was funny. He was making fun of my opening. I'm just like messing around because I'm playing like literally 10 tables. Dude, he seems extremely arrogant. Yeah. I had this thing with him where for like a year I was doing simuls on Internet Chess Club. Basically like free simuls for promotion. And I had built up like a regular crew of people, like 20 people who would play. This is like six years ago, before I started playing on FICS on lichess. So I had these like 20 people that would like come to ICC to play in these simuls that I would do, and he would occasionally do events like on ICC for money. I guess they would pay him. And one time, I would always do the simuls at the same time. One time he just like asked them to change his regular event or something. And so he sets up, he like comes to ICC and decides to do a simul at exactly the time I would do my simuls every week, except like 10 minutes before I arrived. And he basically went into ICC, he like stole all my players that were waiting to play me in the simul, and didn't know. He didn't know what he was doing probably, and basically he stole my simul players and started like a 20-player simul with mostly the players that were waiting to play me every week. Okay, that's fine. It's like you didn't know. It could happen or whatever. The problem was like when I confronted him about it, he was the ultimate asshole. He was totally rude, and completely dismissive. Like imagine it was like an over-the-board simul at a chess club, and there's like 20 people there waiting for you to play, and some other master comes to the club like before you arrive and starts a simul with all your players. Like that's a pretty shitty thing to do. This is what he did to me in a virtual setting. And the guy just acted like, oh, it's completely acceptable. And he was even rude to me about it. I was like, wow, whatever. So if he's like really arrogant in real life, I'm not surprised. We're just in time. Even this like pawn like queens with check. I mean, I'm not really good about forgiving people for stuff, but if they're reasonable, it's okay. You know, if he just had been like, hey man, I'm sorry, you know, but he couldn't. He was just like, oh, whatever. You know, that's your problem with ICC or something, you know. It was just like, dude, you're an asshole. You had a weekly blitz tourney. You crushed him in round 1. Yeah, I don't like arrogant people. I mean, everyone is arrogant at times. I'm arrogant at times, and I don't want to be, but I might be. I don't want to come off that way, but it happens. But some people are just routinely arrogant, you know? That's their personality. Yeah, the 1300, Jesus. I'm telling you, he's going to be like crushing... He's going to be crushing 2100 FIDE players like next month. Really close. I mean, there's no way he's doing that like in a real situation if it's not virtual, you know. Anyway. Yeah, another thing is like, okay, here's a player who just played a really tough game. Now he doesn't resign. Like, who doesn't resign who's that good? You know what I mean? It's really weird. You're that good to take me down like to a 40 move pawn ending, but you don't resign when you're down a queen? It's really weird. It's probably like a 10-year-old kid, which is normal, but he's still inconsistently good. I missed the mate in 1. I was raging about Chess Explained. Well, first of all, we had this. What mate in 1? I missed the mate in 1? What? Dude, where's the mate in 1 I missed? Oh, Jesus. Of course. He scared me. I thought it was check. Alright guys, we have time. We still have time. I mean, I don't like necessarily didn't want to like bash other people, but if we're gonna talk about it, I'll be honest. Don't really like that guy. Okay, Rook Warrior. Wait. Excel Poker, did you just like... Did you just challenge me, or you had a challenge out for a while and it disappeared? It's disappearing. Not the closed Sicilian Rook Warrior. No, we just said it. I was talking about Chess Explained. You had a challenge on the way, yeah, it keeps disappearing. I don't understand why, like, lichess does that. A lot of people's challenges just, yeah, now it's gone. It was gone, Resonance Spec. Both those guys were gone and came back. How do you play a weird opening against the closed Sicilian? Can somebody tell me? Can I take back c5? Weird Wednesdays, I try to play, like, unusual stuff. But, like, what do you know, what am I supposed to do against, like, this? Knight f6 or something? There's no... Yeah, knight h6, Uberdriver, it's... Yeah, it's not a good move. I mean, I try not to play, like, patently bad moves. F5. Colorado Gambit. The Brooklyn defense with e5 knight g8. Please read this highlighted message. Please don't. Just don't. Please. You're banned. Banned, Uber driver. Are we transposing to a known variation? I believe. Knight takes f4 is a bad idea. Bring back bad ideas. How is move 11 coping with the imperfect number of dollars? Yeah, I don't know. Mr. Coffee just put in a weird amount. Mr. Kofefe. We're now at 357.91. Still got a ways to go. I hope we can make it. 123 days to go. Yeah, Move 11 didn't make any donation yesterday. He might be upset about that. The donation number is not 333 or 345678. Now Bishop E2. But somebody can donate, let's see, 80 some dollars to make it 444444. Mr. Kofefe. That's the famous, like, Trump, butt dial. Or whatever you call it. When you press the wrong keys when you're trying to text something. Kofefe must mean coffee. I'm really bad with texting. I feel bad when I see, like, young people texting like 300 words a minute. Like, I wish I could do that. Actually, no. I don't care. I was gonna play Bishop E7 and now changed my mind. If you're gonna play C3. That's a ugly. This is an ugly situation. We don't talk about him. He died. They tried to surgically remove whatever it was, but the operation was unsuccessful. Apparently. Alright, just kidding. Just kidding. Bob used to like to joke about me or other people dying, which isn't really nice. Yeah, this is classic backward pawn. Classic backward pawnism. It's early in the morning. Give me another. Bullet loss. It is kind of annoying that you can't finish him off here. Resigning has gone out of style. I resign too easily. Oh, tomorrow night is our subscriber stream. Yeah, why open the e-file? It's already open, bro. You gotta sack your queen. Trolling for dollars. You know you've been shadow banned. Don't try to blame it on lichess. The shadow monster. Lichess shadow monster. Everybody's in the game now. See, Uber Driver, we didn't even have to like weaken our structure with the E5 to get control of the open file. It's not an open file, but it's still open. Half open file. Yeah, man, so what I wanted to say was Thursday, tomorrow night, we're going to do game analysis. My favorite thing is really analyzing. I think I like actually enjoy analyzing more than playing. I'm turning into John Watson. But maybe that's normal in my old age. It seems like I only enjoy playing chess when I'm like drinking. Like tournament chess is like a chore. I feel like I'm tomorrow night game submissions, yes, welcome. I feel like tournament chess is like a work. Blitz chess is only fun when I'm drinking, and otherwise I just like enjoy analyzing, you know, and stuff more than playing. I'm a kid, that's my job. I play out lost positions. Hard to maintain the rook on the 7th here. We can do it though. He's got 95. I don't know, I might have to break down and sacrifice material back. Guys, I have only 15 minutes. We're gonna have to go after that. But Rook Warrior needs to reevaluate his priorities. I don't think that playing bullet in rapid chess is a good use of time or energy. It's like political protests in Hungary. Probably better not to even waste your time. That's kind of sad though. Yesterday they blocked the bridge. The protesters against tax laws here blocked the bridge for like a couple hours. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not sure we're accomplishing anything as good as their intentions are. Nice, but no. Yeah, dude, you need to take the rapid chess more seriously. Fair play violation playing it out. I agree. It was a waste of time. See, if you sit around and you only play bullet chess all day long, you think that's normal. But I think it's like, I mean, I'm at the stage where I realize like I wasted a lot of time. My life is short, so let's not waste our time. Take chess seriously or don't take it. Oh no, not Excel Poker. Alright. He beat me yesterday in a master game. Then I still can't believe how badly the computer hates my position yesterday. You've been trying to get a chance. Well, I think Excel Poker was there with you. But now you're in there next. If I have another game, if we have time for another game, no we don't. Yeah, Resident Spectator will have to wait. This is our last game, actually. I know I like sadistically crushing people too, man. But I feel it's still a waste of time. I'm telling you, that's what I do when I can't sleep. I sadistically crush noobs in casual 10-minute chess. In that case, it's not a complete waste of time because like it's helping me to like relax and go to sleep. So like it has a therapeutic sort of purpose. But here really it's a waste of time. Caro Khan. I played G4 before. It's not a great move. We'll make it work. I wonder if E5 is a better move there, actually, Excel Poker. Interesting question. But E5 may be more principled. I'm sure that D5 is okay. It's definitely okay. But, you know, it's interesting. Like, which is better? Yeah, H4 is not good. This is pushing the envelope of totally unsound. But I'm fresh out of weird moves against the Caro Khan. I played a lot of lobsters, you know, in my life. I'm basically an expert in the lobster, which Charlie Hurtan and I named this idea of doing an early H4. Lobster versus crab. The crab is A5 and the lobster is H4. You could have a lobster crab battle, for example. crabster. They had the Hartford lobsters. Hartford's known for its like high lie. Hartford high lie. That's been forgotten, huh? No, I gotta go, man. I mean, we're not gonna take any more challenges. I gotta go early today. Unfortunately, I'm already gonna be late. Used to go to that. How did Highlight like catch on in like Connecticut? Is it like, what is it, like Brazilian or something? Where does that game like originate from? The Boston Lobsters. Do they have Highlight in Hawaii? Miami, maybe. They probably have it in Miami. Alright, knight h6. Deep stuff. The wall. South Florida, right. Miami, okay. Hawaii, Miami, whatever. Tropical paradise. Yeah, dude, they use the lobsters to feed like this sort of like workers and servants. It's from Basque, Spain. Interesting. I had no idea. I thought it was like Brazilian or something. You learn something new every day. What do you do, like G4 here? You got to, right? Haha. Is this a good move? I don't know. Probably not. Well, you gotta prepare the Morales maneuver. Ambulance. On the way. For my position. F4. Can't think of a good idea. Deep, huh? Usually it's rook h3. I'm gonna have to go with rook h4 this time. I guess I could play like rook h3. I could have played rook h3, rook d3, but that's really artificial. Slightly unconventional. Our play in this last game is slightly unconventional. It's my allergies. Basically a standard advanced French here. Right? Right. Absolutely standard advanced French. Nothing weird about this at all. Alright. Time to go. I've got a few extra minutes if I have to. Asterbait was here. Arsenal's been MIA. Lawn care, I guess. He's heavily into lawn care. So what do I do? What do I do now? When in doubt, trade queens. Oh, we need the phone number at the bar. Oh my god. This is like some weird game I had. Queen A7. That's extreme. Can I castle? I can still castle queenside. Why don't you castle kingside? You should castle kingside. Right. Okay. Wait, what? Can I protect d4 anymore? I don't think this is enough overprotected. Uh-oh, spoiler. Over protection. The over. I said I couldn't overprotect it. It's more overprotected now. I think d4 is protected. Petrosian, that's I think his biggest thing really in his games that I noticed. The biggest takeaway from Petrosian's games for me was overprotection. Takeaway. This guy must be a French player. You'd have to be a French player to play like this. He loves his king in the center, huh? Telling you he's a French player. This is way more French than a Caro Kann game. I have to admit, I'm intimidated by people's like speed too much. Since I'm playing slowly and not playing a lot of. I'm starting to do like Potzer stuff, like fish out when I'm better. When I have tons of time, playing like I have 5 seconds left. Is this protected? I feel like it's a blitz game when it's like 5-second increment with 30 seconds left. It is a blitz game. Yeah, I want Queen H1 too, dude. I wanted to play that. It's a good idea. Here goes Super Driver again. Putting bad ideas. Putting bad ideas in my mind. Too many spoilers lately. He's so fast. crazy. Rook f6. Super celery. Yeah, that was tough, dude. Alright, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for the games. We got revenge on Excel Poker for yesterday's game. But it was a fun game. It was good. Avant-garde, something like that. I will see you guys later. Fun chess today. Tomorrow night, subscriber stream. Thanks, everybody, for playing, for your support, for following, and for the gift sub from Tomas. Guys, don't forget to support my efforts to go in November to the World Senior and help me pay for my Claritin, because I got to go get some medicine for this allergy. It's killing me. Anyway, thanks, Mr. Coffee. Thanks, Asterbait. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.